How do we have control over those things when we
Yeah.
feel so powerless to them?
It's so hard when you're in the moment, particularly when you are horny and you're thinking about hooking up, or heaven forbid you're in a relationship and you're thinking about cheating in that moment. It's really hard to do this, but if you can just pause and just take a moment to reflect on what this actually means, what is this bringing into my life, and what is the potential damage that this can do to other people, but also just to yourself. If you have that kind of self-control where you can do that, temptations should be relatively easy to get under control if you can pause and reflect.
And if you don't have that much self-control, you can practice it.
Absolutely.
No one gets to the point of just being like, temptations, I don't need them.
It doesn't
I can
happen
stop.
overnight.
No.
As you're working on that self-control, you can practice something else, and that is create barriers. And that might mean if you're having an issue hooking up, maybe it's deleting Grindr from your phone. If Grindr isn't there, yeah, you can download it again, but at least that gives you the time to stop and think about what you're doing. So create the barriers if you have a problem.
Maybe associate that temptation with something else. Like anytime that you are feeling the urge to hit someone up because you're feeling some type of way, or do some type of drug, or take some certain amount of drinks to feel something, maybe do something completely different. Like anytime you have the urge to smoke, work on music, work on reading a book, learn how to quilt, learn how to do something that you can just take that energy and apply it to that.
Yeah, substituting. That's a great suggestion. Also, just having accountability, like sharing with a friend or a therapist or a group setting that you have these issues. Having to report back to somebody else, whether you fell into temptation or not, can oftentimes help you avoid the temptation, because you want to be the best version of yourself for you, sure, but you also don't want to let other people down.